Dear friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to go on our journey of pen testing. The machine I'm going to do together with you would be this one on the Vulnhub. The link will be added into the video below so that you can download and play the machine if you want. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. I do appreciate your help. So without further ado, let's just get started. We can go into the Kali Linux VM. Maybe I need to zoom in the terminal so we can get exact picture. So first of all, we need to discover the IP address of target. The utility I'd like to use would be net discover. As always, you know that. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be identified as 175. So what are we going to do next? We need to do the port and surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So now we just get out the result of the map scanning. As you can see over here, I use the options of sync scan, the version scan, the default script scan, follow the -p- to do the full range port scan, and the last option for all is ON, or output the result into this file. Of course, ON is one of the formats provided by the map, which means the normal format. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has 1, 2, 3, 4 open port number. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also the version information. I don't think we can find some workable vulnerability at this moment. And although these days, I think you can notice one news about the open SSH, but here we will not go into that vulnerability. Okay, if you want, maybe in the future I can make a video about this very new vulnerability with the open SSH. But here, come back. We do not need to pay attention to this version of open SSH. And the next one is 53, which is running domain service. And the next one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information, Apache 2. The last one is 53, 55. Of course, the map cannot determine its exact service information. I think we do not to, again, pay particular attention to this port number, which will not affect our penetration. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We need to do the immersion with HTTP service, both manually and automatically. So let's fire up our browser to do the manual immersion first, and we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. So we got this page back, escalation template, and there's some links. Of course, I think all of the links are not effective at all, okay? But anyway, we need to check them out. The free trial, so nothing there. And we need to scroll down. I think this is very beautiful templates anyway. And we can scroll down to the bottom, nothing there. And also we can check its source code by clicking, okay, the mouse, and then you can get its source code. But I didn't find anything interesting. Next, we need to check whether this site has robots file. Not found. Next, we can use Ligato to do the automatic immersion. Nicto can give us a lot of information or rich information about the web application. For example, like a version information, although the Nmap has already given us this information, and also the header information, and even if the web application has vulnerability, I think Nicto can also give us the such information as well, and also can email out some common files or directories. For example, if, as you can see over here, has already discovered like images, CSS administrator, this might be interesting. Okay, so I think now we need to take a look at these discoveries one by one. The first one, images directory, and a lot of pictures. Here, even you can, notice this file flag. So almost, did you notice something hidden? So I think this should be the instruction or hint left by the author or by the loom. Okay, so we need to notice something hidden, and just underneath it, there is even the name is hidden. So of course we just what we want is to download this picture. This picture must have something hidden. Okay, so now we can save, and yeah, I've already downloaded this picture. Of course, I think we cannot use the stack height to extract information from this picture because PNG format is not supported by the stack height. Also, stack seek, we can get the same error. So we need to use some sorts of other techniques, and another one is the the EXIF2, because this one will display the metadata about this picture and nothing there. And then we can use bin walk. Sometimes we can use bin walk utility to extract the packed file or information, but nothing there. So now what can we do? I think we have already done almost everything what we can with this picture. So I think this is another a point I'd like to demonstrate together with you. This is, we need to use online websites, or maybe afterward we can use some sort of utility to to extract the hidden message, because this message we following the instruction of the author. This picture must have something hidden, and we can use this website to extract the steganography, and this one can support PNG format. So now we can upload our picture and we can decode. As you can see, we can got decoded or hidden message. Okay, we can copy and note down onto our notebook. So did you find the message? Yeah, we have. And take this user. So I think this must be the username, and break your password. Just don't think too much. And at this moment, of course, we can use this username as to try to crack the password for the SSH service. But before we do that, we need to, finish the web application immersion, right? And this, I think, I'd like to stress again, the standard methodology is very important. Okay, so now we need to continue our immersion. Just now, the Nicto also gave us the information. Yeah, this one, this directory or this file, we can copy and paste in here. And we got this account login panel. And so maybe, just now we have already got the hint left by the author. we need to, this should be the possible username, right? We can copy, and the possible, also maybe the first letter is normal one. So the two possible usernames. Okay, so now we can, we can try to bypass this authentication admin and admin sign in, and also we can try to use the login bypass technique to log in, password or anything, sign in, and none of them can work. And the next we can, we need to check whether this login panel or login page is vulnerable to the SQL injection. And to do that, we can, we can turn or enable the proxy, and then we can launch our Bubble Suite. I think this way would be more effective than the manually configure the arguments. Okay, so we can intercept. Let me show you what I mean. So we can admin and password, especially we want to test against the HTTP post, and then we can copy the request to a file, and we can navigate to our working directory, which should be, so which one? I need to check out. So which one? Yeah, this one. And we can name it as rec. And then we can use the SQL map and use the option of R to specify the request. So, we can include all your required header. For example, the payload, the request payload, everything would be inside this request file. And then we can use SQL map to test. Of course, I don't think we can find such vulnerability. However, I'd like to show you the standard, the steps or the procedure. Okay, so next I think we need to follow the instruction by the author, because here we need to do I think we need to break the password for this user. And when I did the machine, I used this as username, but this one I cannot work. It took me very long time and failed to retrieve the valid password. However, this one can work. We can copy. And so how to do? We can, maybe I can turn off the Bubble Suite to save the resource of my virtual machine. I think this is understandable. Okay, so we can open up the developer tool and navigate to network tab, and we can put anything, admin and password and login, and then we can get the post request. So now we can launch our Hydra, and of course, maybe I'd like to autocomplete this command. Of course, the uppercase P stands for the password dictionary, and in this case, I will use the log queue as word list. Of course, the IP address should be changed accordingly. Okay, and we need to specify the service type, and then this part should be the login page, and then the username and password. So where you can get this information, you can get from the request, the payload. We can switch to raw, and then you can copy this payload, of course. And then we need to use the placer for the username and the password field. And also we need to specify the error message when we submit the invalid credential. And I think you can get this error message. As you can see here, we can copy and then you can paste in the command line. So now we can press enter. If this one cannot work, then we can try to, crack the password for the SSH service. Okay, very quickly, we retrieve the valid combinations of username and password because this password is a very simple one. And now we can put in here. So this should be the username and password. Then I think we can log in to this web application, and we can copy. Oh, I think do not need to copy. We can, as you can see, this web application is very simple, very easy. We can upload what you want. Of course, here it's saying upload what you want. So I think it will be very straightforward. We can upload the PHP reverse shell file. So how to do? I think I'd like to copy from my toSets directory, and then we need to do some modification to work, okay, properly. And the IP address of the Kali Linux and the port number, I always change it to my favorite one. Okay, so now we can browse and select this one. We can submit. So the image format must be the GPG, GIF, PNG extensions. So it means that there are some sort of the control in place on the web application, and we need to bypass such control. There will be different ways to do that. I'd like to show you. So the techniques to bypass file upload control or filter. Okay, the first one, we can change its MIME type. We can use the bubble suite to do that very easily. Later I will show you. Or we can call it content type to image, because the web application tells us the only supported file is the image. Okay, so this should be the first method. And the second method, we can trick the web application to convince the web application we are the image by adding the header, the header of the GIF and to the PHP file. Okay, and next we can change the extension. For example, we can change it to PHTML, or like PHP file, or maybe like PNG, PHP. Of course, sometimes we need to change to, for example, now our original file name should be like this one. We can change it to for example, change it to shell.png, although maybe we can upload this file without a problem. However, because we have already modified its extension, this file cannot be interpreted as we expected, not as PHP file, just picture. Okay, so we'll get some error. And so sometimes we need to combine other vulnerabilities like local file, the LFI vulnerability, or local file inclusion vulnerability. So then we can, access the uploaded file like this file, and then we can use the inclusion of the function provided the web application to let it run as PHP file. Okay, and of course sometimes we need to combine different techniques. For example, we need to change the content type. Also, we need to change this one. Also, maybe we need to change its extension. We need to combine different techniques in order to work properly. Okay, so let me show you. So how to do. And now we can copy. So first of all, I'd like to check whether by upload our file by change its content type. So let me show you how to do. Okay, sorry, I need to enable the proxy, and then we can launch our Bubble Suite, and then we can clock next, start, and proxy. So we can try to upload this file again, submit, and the first method just I introduced, we can change its content type and image JPEG. Okay, so now we can forward. However, we got the same error. It means that the first method cannot work, right? So next we can copy, shell, and shell 2 PHP. I want to utilize this second method, and we can use the Vim. We can copy, paste in here, or we can call it magic number or magic header. Okay, so we can try this method, browse, submit, and then we can, as you can see here, forward, but we still get the same error. Next we can try to change its extension. We can, maybe I can move to like a HTML, and we can try to, because we do not know what's running, what sort of control is adopted by the web application, right? So we need to try, and we can open, submit, forward. We get the same error. So I think we have really tried this one. So in this case, we need to combine different techniques. Okay, so for example, we can, we need to change its file name extension, like PNG, PHP, and now we can also there is magic header. So now we can browse and submit, and then also I want to change content type, image, maybe GIF. So now we can forward, upload, success, right? Wonderful. So next we can, maybe we can turn off the Bubble Suite and also the proxy. We can disable the proxy. However, now we didn't know its location of the uploaded file, right? Or do not know where the uploaded file is located. Okay, and also if you want, we can use the GoBuster to do some directory enumeration. And so the word list, share word list, GoBuster directory. but you know, it's not there. And also we want to check whether such directory is under mini administrator. Okay. Also, no surprise this time. So actually, we can check whether this file is just under the administrator directory. Okay. So now we can, of course, we can set up the listener first, and then we can access this file. Press enter. It looks like it's working. It's there, and as you can see, we have already got the shell originated from the target. So Python 3 is there, so we can spawn more interactive shell, right? And now we need to do some local immersion. There is only one normal user exploiter, and however, nothing there. We need to do more local immersion. Of course, we need to check its architecture, not a very new one, the kernel, but I do not want to utilize. Yeah, maybe I can go to the backups directory. Nothing there. Go to the www directory. Oh, there is bash history. However, permission denied. BF directory. Interesting. We have the buffer. So what it's about, we can use a file command to display. So this is the Linux executable. Even this is a 64-bit. So do we need to attack buffer overflow? Maybe. So I think we have to download this file. So how to do? I'd like to use the netcat. So how to do? This is also very useful technique. You know, although I have already demonstrated this technique for many times, we can set up another listener by netcat, and then we can cat buffer and tunnel to the netcat, and the port number. As you can see, this listener has received the data, so we can stop this listener by pressing keys Control and C, and now we can make it executable buffer, and then we can use, you know, the techniques for the executable, like you know, debugger, reverse engineering too. But first of all, we can use strings to display all readable characters, and we can scroll up. Even we can get the password, so we can copy. And the next, I think we can, you know, log into the target via SSH exploiter, and yes, and then we can paste the password, no problem, and we can check ID. Even as you can notice, yeah, this user belong to the LXD. So it means that we can utilize this membership to elevate a privilege. But before we do that, I'd like to do more local immersion. Sorry, sudo. But I don't think this user can run sudo. So next, I think we can, you know, utilize this binary or LXD, some sort of the container management utility. And I've already opened up this website, which can give us very useful instruction on how to manipulate the LXD. And we can scroll, as you can see over here. I think we can clone, or maybe no, sorry, not here. We can clone this image from the GitHub, and I've already done that earlier. And then we need to upload this file to the target. So let me show you in practice. Okay, and we can open up another tab. So now I think we can upload this file, which you can get it or download it from the GitHub. And next we can set up the web server to upload this file. We can copy. Maybe we need to copy, and then we can navigate to temp directory, because here we have full permission, and we can paste the file name in here, no problem. Oh, not, we need to, import this image to the container management software, and this one, and we can give it name alias my image. Okay, image list. As you can see, we have already imported this image to the LXD, and next we can run this command to initialize this image. However, no storage pool, so we can use LXD. I think I've already demonstrated this technique. We just leave default. Sometimes I have already done several machines with this sort of or similar privilege escalation technique, but this case, this way cannot work. If you can make this work, please tell me what's wrong with me. So in this case, we need to utilize other methods to elevate privilege. So how to do? We can, we can use the Metasploit or utilize the power of the Metasploit. And before we do that, I'd like to generate the Metapredator payload. Okay, so I can press enter. And next we need to upload this file to, or this payload to our target with wget. And we need to make it executable. And before we run this payload, we need to set up the handler first. And we can launch Metasploit console, as you can see over here. Then we can, we need to set up the handler with this payload. Of course, we need to use the same payload. We can use exploit multi-handler, and we need to set a payload to this one. I think the easiest way is to copy from this command and paste in here. Then we can show options. We need to set localhost to our Kali Linux, and also we need to set local port number to this one, 6666, and then we can run it, and then we can go back to the task shell. We can run this payload, then we can get the Metapredator session, then we can background this Metapredator session by, sorry about this notification, and by pressing the keys, the Control and Z, and then we can search the suggester module, and then we can use this module. Then we can show options. We can set the session number to 1, and then we can run it. And this module will try to connect all exploits of the target machine. Then afterwards we'll do the checkup to see or to make confirmation about the availability of such exploits. Okay, as you can see now, checks are being tried. So when it's done, then we can select the appropriate module to elevate privilege. For example, I think we can try this one because this one is a bit new one. I do not also this one, although you can also. I think this one can work without a problem, but I'm not intent on a bit new exploits. Okay, so I think we can copy this module. We can let it run. Give it some sweet time. So many, okay, a lot of output. Then we can use this module. And then we can show options. We need to set the local host to our Kali Linux. Set the local port number. Yeah, we can set different port number. Set the session number to 1, and then we can run it. And we can see whether we can get our privilege escalated. It's done, and then we can get UID. So it's root. Wonderful, right? And then we can get the command shell. Go to root directory. I think we can get the flag without a problem, right? Oh, sorry, I misspelled the file name. All right, so that's all I'd like to do in this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.